It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll see DeAndre Swift, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Bears and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think...
Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the 3rd pick in this past year's draft.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. May to throw again. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. Second and 7. Working out of the gun. It's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the option, they give it to Stevenson. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's May. This one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
It's now fourth down and 1.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's got his man. Allen with the connection.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. A carry now for Gibson. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. They face second down and 7. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
39-yard line. Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Here's a third down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field. It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
To throw it again, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Gibson. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jonathan Owens able to make the play. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Gibson. He'll take this ahead for a yard down to the 49. That's Tyreek Stevenson there to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw now, May. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
To throw on first down is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes third down. Working out of the gun. It's May. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, it's Swift. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third down and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the second time. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's caught by Bourne. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. This one downfield looking for Henry. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. May to the air once more. Has completed to Douglas. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's May again. He's got Douglas going deep.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back and say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
This has the makings of a really good young tandem in New England. I mean, May, the rookie quarterback, first-round pick. Douglas, only in his second year, Mike. So the Patriots' hopes are high that these two can not only grow together, but they can continue to fit in some pieces around them and really try to improve this offense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. To throw again is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team
first
thus
half.
far.
We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's to the number 9 overall pick, Rome Odunze.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. On 1st and 10, here's May. This one complete to Bourne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
May now on 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. May to throw again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. The motion man here is Bourne. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On play action, here's May. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field and play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing is May. Got his man at the 6. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To throw is May. And he's in. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, New England. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Pats will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Evans. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. Before we get to this next drive, I want to take a look ahead what's coming up in prime time starting tonight. Sunday Night Football, 2 of the biggest surprises from last year. in the NFL. Lions and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then on Monday night, it'll be the Dolphins and Rams in Southern California. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. 1st and 10. Here's May. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Holding offense.
A run here with Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, Man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Give up the middle with Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots 27.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. May to throw on 2nd down. Open man there. It is Bourne. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 14 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
They'll run. Stevenson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, New England.
Throwing now is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A carry now for Gibson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Hunter Henry Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Evans. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On the give, here's Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 3rd and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Airing one out for Bourne. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. To throw now, May. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Patriots ready for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He gets this one to Moore. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action here with Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Now Swift. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Swift. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Swift. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. To throw on 1st down is May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Patriots 1st down.
Now May. There's a check down. Gibson out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. There's that man again, another catch. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Has completed to Douglas, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. May to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They're going. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
The Bears offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.